What is up, everybody? It's me, Christopher of DAGames, joining you for a brand new Let's Play of my very own. And it's very weird sitting this close to the camera. So we're playing a game from Insomniac, and for those who don't know who this little purple guy is, it's a Skylander! No, it's not. It is, of course, the one and only Spyro the Dragon. Ready to go? So, roll title! Who begin? Okay guys, so as I mentioned a little earlier in this part, my name is Christopher Brown of DAGames, and I will be your host for Let's Play Spyro 1. Now, I know a lot of you guys are a little, were telling me to probably do a bit modern and stuff like this, but I'm quite comfortable doing Spyro 1 to start off with, so I'm hoping you guys are willing to stick around and watch the whole of this guy. Let's count how many times this green Nork passes by. So yeah, for those who do not know, this game was released by Insomniac Games. I believe this was one of their very first games they ever made, and they went on obviously to create the most popular, one of their popular series, Ratchet and Clank. So, we're gonna start a brand new game here. Yep, I've already done my practice, I know my shit. So, you guys ready to sit back and relax? So, I'm gonna leave you guys with the cutscene of the intro. So, enjoy the show! Nah, fuck it. You know what? I'll be here too. I'll just move a bit more out the way so you can see.
Okay, rolling.
Oh, it's been peaceful here in the Five Worlds, or is it 6?
Duh.
Or a Dragon's Age. We now have 12,000 treasure, or is it 14,000?
Ah, banks. They never could get money, right?
Nasty Gnort character. Now I understand he's found a magic spell to turn gems into warriors for his cause.
I'll take that question. Nasty Nork is a simple creature.
Simple!
He has been contained in a remote world and is no threat to the Dragon Kingdom.
No threat!
Besides, he is ugly.
Ugly?
That does it!
Well, anyone see what we have to get yet? Okay, so, hope you guys are sitting comfortable. I'm going to do my best because, of course, it's just me, no Will, as you can tell here, so I really apologize. So, let's get on with this and get the first dragon out the way. I'll just hold square for this one, because that's a charge attack. Nestor!
Thank you for releasing me, Spyro. Free 10 dragons in the artisan world. Then find the balloonist. He'll transport you to the next world.
What about Nasty Nork? I'm going after him.
Find dragons first. That's all I can tell you.
Okay guys, so for those who are unaware, allow me just to go through the controls just very briefly for you guys so you know what you're expecting. The analog stick is your control, and of course, as you can tell, Spyro being a little baby dragon, he has the power to flame things. Pressing the circle button allows you to perform a flame, and the square button, holding it down, will allow you to charge. Certain enemies can only be killed by certain ways, and it's only up to yourself to basically figure out what the best way is. Now, the idea of the game is simply put. To rescue all 80 dragons, collect all 12,000 treasure, and obviously beat every single boss. Now, we are in more, basically, your hub world as it was. And depending on, where you are, you'll either get your life or death situations, and you'll sometimes get your, I wonder how many times I'm going to mess up a... I have to get used to the controls on this thing again. Oh, come on! Game! That's the roll button. We never talk about the roll. I'm so sorry, guys. So anyway, L2 and R2 control your camera. And also, Spyro can do a little jump, as you can see here. But pressing and holding the X button will allow you to glide. I should probably do that on a bigger glide function. Anyway, Delvin!
Where's Nasty Nork? I'll torch him.
Keep your horns on, Spyro! You have much to learn first. Do you know what the dragonfly following you is doing? His name is Sparks, and he's helping and protecting you. Keep an eye on him and see what I mean.
Thanks a lot, Mr. Krabs. Yes, this was actually one of the other games that Clancy Brown actually did. The voice actor who did Dr. Neo Cortex in the Crash Bandicoot games, and most popularly known for doing Mr. Krabs in SpongeBob SquarePants, and a couple of others too. I'm not too familiar on any of the other voice actors, so you have to apologize on this one. But next, Argus! I want to go there.
Oh, Flash, do that again.
Nah.
The artisan's boss is through a portal in the Dragon Mouth, but you are not yet ready, Spyro. First, you must complete one of the other artisan lands.
Don't call me unprepared! I beat this game 100%! I'm ready! Let me in! Let me in! You will let me in! Ah, fuck it. It was worth the shot. So, the only tip I can really give for getting through this is kill innocent sheep. No, don't kill innocent sheep. I'd also like to point out, the other thing to mention is, next to me, next to Spyro, should I say, is Sparks the Dragonfly. Sparks grabs gems that are further away, and he's your health bar. If he's gold, at this moment in time, you have 3 hits. If he's blue, you have 2. If it's green, you have 1. And if Sparks is gone, next hit kills ya. So, I suppose in a way you could say that Sparks is technically taking the hits. Now, I'm also collecting the treasure because to progress into other worlds, you have to achieve other goals. Thomas! Someone needs to go back to school!
Hey, Spyro, press the jump button twice to glide.
I just explained that! This is my OP, not you!
Falling from high mountain peaks, plummeting into prehistoric glaciers.
Oh, that. But yeah, sorry, I apologize on not having much to say on this one. It's just not easy when you're doing your first solo for the sake of DAGames. All I can say is, let's have a little mini question. What's your experience with Spyro the Dragon, guys? Are you quite familiar with Spyro? Or are you more of, are you more of like the Crash Bandicoot side of things? Or have you only touched Spyro for the sake of Skylanders? Which, I have to admit, is a very, very good series for those who've never touched this game before. I'm sad enough to have every single Skylander from the very first season. So, yeah, that's an idea. Hey, that's a great idea, Christopher. Why don't you touch the series that nobody wants to talk about, which is... What the fuck happened there? I never noticed that. I just charged there and just all of a sudden, douche. I just whack a wall. Boip. Alright, so before I go into the first level, I apologize on this one, guys. I'm just going to grab every bit of the treasure here. Sorry, it's my force of habit. Whenever I enter a hub world, I always clear out what I can of it in one shot. And I'm missing something! Ooh, here we go! The trial and error of playing this game. If you're wanting to 100% this thing, you're going to have to find every single gem, free every single dragon, and do every single itty bitty thing in between. I'm really hoping that finding these gems is a lot easier than I thought. Please note that Spyro is infamous for this, in which most people classify it as the single concept. In other words, if there's a single item you're missing, we call it the Red Gem Syndicate. Or at least I do. Whenever I'm playing a game, like if I play Crash Bandicoot and miss one box, Red Gem Syndicate. If I'm playing Ratchet and Clank and I'm like missing a gold bolt for completing the level, Red Gem Syndicate. Well, actually, that's a lot difficult. That's a lot different. But anyway, first level here is Stonehill. Now, most of these levels are the same difficulty as the world that they are in. So, all I could say to you is, the game's not too difficult, but depending on how you are with basic platformers, the game is either going to be incredibly easy, or it's going to be incredibly difficult. I rammed anything but the ram! Alright, so before we just carry on, let's go to the left over here, and ooh, pretty! Oh, I love this bit. Oh. So, I'll let this dragon explain, because some people may wonder about lives and such.
When you free a dragon or step on one of their platforms, you're saving your progress. That could be useful if you run into trouble.
Not that you ever run into trouble, Spyro.
Me? Run into trouble? Moi? Of course not! I need to stop running into walls! So yeah, now the game, as I mentioned, was developed by Insomniac Games, and I'm a big fan of Spyro and Ratchet and Clank. So I would love to say that if you guys would love to see me do some Ratchet and Clank, I will be happy to do some as well. But that's up to you guys as well. Anyway, Dragon!
After you freed all the dragons, pass through this fancy vortex thingamajigger, it'll take you back to the artisan home. But first, let me tell you a story.
No! Old guys and stories. No! It's a very bad concept. No, not the whirlwind. I don't want to head home yet, even though I am home. Go drunk, you're home. Now, this game does have a few little nasty little secrets it likes to throw here and there. So all I can say to you is, feel free to explore wherever you can. Don't be afraid to jump off a cliff if you have to look for something. But also, you can hold down the triangle button to go into not first person, but I call it locked camera view. It's not quite the exact term. It probably has its own. Christopher's going to look like an idiot in a minute. But anyway. Just use that to control yourself to look down, and everywhere you go, just go up and down and all around. 10 points to anyone who knows that reference. Anyway, using a key unlocks a locked treasure chest. Duh! And everything just works as is. Hey! Achievement Hunter!
Watch the dragonfly, Spyro. His color indicates his power.
I just explained this!
Butterflies, he stays strong. Like me.
You know what? Maybe I should let them do the work. Let them explain. I'm the nobody. It's a fucking close-up of Spyro. Duh. Oh, I can't see much because my camera's here. Sorry, I'd like to point that my camera is on the windowsill, and the only best spot I got for a good volume from me and a good view and such is basically sitting on my brother's bed here where I am. That's actually my bed over there. And I did receive a question as to what those two things are over there, so I apologize on this one. It begins! It begins! It begins! They're haunting me in my head! They are haunting me in my head! Everything must die! No. That na is actually a very useful thing to let you know about egg thieves. Now, they are another collectible I forgot to mention, so my apologies on that one. So if I press the select button, it basically gives you a rundown of what to find. Now, it doesn't tell you about eggs to find unless you either get your first egg or you head to one of the other levels. So, for this episode, I'm just going to clear this episode. And, by the way, the butterflies are what recover sparks. Whoa! How was that for some maneuverability? I almost missed that! Can we get a slow-mo? No, because Christopher can't do details. He's the low budget. Oh yeah, Spyro also has a roll attack in this one. It's not much of a roll. It's more of a dodge roll. Yeah, where's Piccolo when you need him?
Spyro, my friend, how about a hint on gliding?
No!
You bet.
For the longest glide, press the X button at the top of a jump. And try pressing the triangle button to drop down in mid-flight.
That has a use and another thing. Though I really do miss the hover. Yeah, Spyro 1 and 2 do take out the... no, Spyro 1 and 2. Spyro 2 and 3 take out the mechanic of the triangle drops you down. Anyway, speaking of down, time to take you down, you annoying little blue pest! Wow. I'm a lot better on those than I thought. Okay, so in this game, as the eggs will now show, there are 12 dragon eggs. The dragon eggs serve no purpose except for the 100% completion, as you do. But they also unlock access to one of the other worlds in the game. Now, in order to progress to the next world in each game, you're gonna in this game, you need to have a certain requirement. The first world needs you to at least require 10 dragons. In other words, free 10 dragons throughout the whole of this world, which is the artisan world, and you'll be able to make it to the next world of the game. Now, I'm not too familiar with the, shall we say, things needed to unlock all of the next worlds. So there'll be a little message. Sorry, I need to look over here. There'll be a little message just over here, just saying what the goal of it is, and just saying exactly what's needed to unlock the next world. So if you guys aren't too familiar, you can either look it up yourself, or you can notice me, senpai. I'm not doing that. I said I wouldn't do that again, and yet I still did. Now, I am quite familiar with Spyro 1, so I am I'd say about 99% sure I know where everything is. And yeah, as I thought. See? Look at that. 15 minutes in, I have completed 2 worlds and got everything so far. So let's head through the portal! Yes! I can't believe I made that jump. Luigi! Oh wait, no Luigi. It's that panda. Hey, yeah, I know I'm not that ugly. Come here. But before we end, I would like to, thank you, is show off these. These are, as I call them, dragon crystals. These dragon crystals circle the Spyro head in the top left corner, as you can see. No plants were harmed in the making of this episode. As you can see, they're cycling Spyro's head. Collecting 20 of them will allow you to actually get an extra life. So you can either find a great treasure chest and get a life there, or defeat an enemy you've already defeated and you'll be able to carry on. Now, do a quick save here, because in all honesty though, as I say guys, I've tried my best to get this episode done, so I'm hoping I've done well to show you guys Spyro 1 a little bit here on this one. So, tune in next time guys, and we're going to carry on through the rest of the Artisan world. I'm probably going to take care of either Town Square or Night Hollow. So, if you guys are wanting to check it out and such, like and subscribe this video, and let's see if we can get this armada growing. This is Christopher Brown for DAGames, signing out. Catch you all later!